Would you like a receipt?
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm at the Mango Vista Zone 9B, West Florida. Today's December 28th, 2023, and this is going to be the winter tour. We're going to take a look at all the trees and see how they're doing. We'll start here in front of the house. This is Ruby Supreme Guava. And below Ruby Supreme, we have a bunch of Spanish red pineapples. Now, they're not the best tasting pineapples, but they look the coolest. They're like a reddish pink. Super cool, but they're on the sour side. Right in front, I used to have some edibles, but I took them out and they're just ornamental flowering plants. But here we have Sugarloaf. I got Sugarloaf as a 1 gallon from Laura Farms, and it is doing really good. In fact, it's starting to outgrow some of my 3 gallon trees that I purchased around the same time. Can't wait to try Sugarloaf, but it's going to be a little bit because it's still too small. I think next year be the year I'll let it hold some fruit. So we're getting into the new year, so Happy New Year, everyone. I hope everyone has had a great year, and we're going to have an even better one this next one. This is Champagne Loquat. And there were some bees on it earlier when I walked by. They're not there anymore. This next Loquat is called Christmas. Also full of flowers. I have about 17 varieties of bananas, and I'm amazed how fast they grow. Just a few months ago, you can see the neighbor's yard, and now they're starting to fill in, and you can barely see it. Exactly what I wanted. And this one's holding on to some fruit, which I don't think it's going to make it all the way, so we'll see what happens there. I'll wait till spring to start cutting these back. Let's take a look at the citrus. This is a Meyer lemon. Then we have a Tangelo, which the leaf cutters got to it. And here is a Tango, which is holding on to 1 fruit. So the citrus is all going to get a haircut come spring. This is a Pickering mango. If you're looking for a dwarf mango, Pickering's the way to go. Got some Turk's cap and some sweet almond to bring in the pollinators. Let's take a look at the avocados. This is a Florida Haas. Right across from Florida Haas is Winter Avocado, and it's starting to push out some new growth, and then we'll get some flowers very soon. This is Barbados cherry. No fruit at the moment. Right next to that is Sweetheart bananas. And our biggest mango tree in the yard, which is Carrie. And she's got some flowers. Let's take a quick look, see how the flowers are doing. Let's get in here. Hopefully we get some fruit. It's a little early. I was hoping she holds off, but can't time Mother Nature. Let them do their thing. Here we have some peaches. This is a Tropic Beauty, which actually does have a fruit forming. Not sure if it's going to hold on to it, but that's the first peach. And this is another peach tree, which is a Florida Prince. And this is what peaches are supposed to look like around this time. No leaves, but we haven't got really super cold, so they're still holding on to the leaves. This is a Florida King, and I believe this is Florida Home peach. And then the last peach I have is a tropic snow. If you're looking for a heavy producing peach tree, tropic snow is the way to go. This thing will be loaded in the next few months, so stay tuned for that video. This is a Dorset apple, Dorsey, sweet Dorsey. Can't remember the exact name, but something like that. And behind this banana is an Anna apple, and they have not produced yet. And I got 2 more apple trees coming. One's a Fiji, and I can't remember the name of the other one, but I'm gonna move these apples and put them in another area and have them all together, because I think it's gonna help with pollinating these trees, because I think that's the problem. They're not flowering at the same time, these two. So I think if I get 2 more, I'm gonna be good. So I got the Fiji coming, and can't remember the name of the other one, so we'll see what happens there. Dragon fruit, and I have the yellow variety in here, and then these are the red, and all together I have about 8 varieties, and they have not produced yet. So next year I think it's going to be the dragon fruit year. Sugarloaf pineapple. You can tell the sugarloaf because they have the red in the middle. This is a store-bought pineapple, and you can see there's no red on it, but then you look at the sugarloaf, really nice looking and very tasty pineapple. And then in between that there's some more Spanish red pineapples. See if I can get through here without getting my legs cut up. Take a look at this red lady papaya. And on the bottom here, there's some blackberry. And then we have a Scarlet Beauty plum. Right here, these are the leaves. Hard to see. This has died off, so I gotta cut that back. But I'm gonna wait to cut everything come springtime. Everything's gonna get a haircut. So I'm gonna jump down here and we'll take a look at the other tropicals. Let's see what else we got. This is a sweet tamarind. Looking really good, nice and healthy. We have a cassava and some more bananas back there. I believe those bananas are Rajapuri. This is a Java Takaba. The variety is called Sabra. See if we can get a better look at it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's dropped all the old leaves, so it's just starting to push out some new ones. So come spring, this will look nice and full. And it's still about a couple years away from fruiting. This is a Pakistan mulberry. Just settling into its new spot, so I'm not expecting any fruit off of that one. Juicy peach mango. Had a few fruit last year, but they didn't hang on. Jamaican cherry, strawberry tree. And we have a flame tongue star fruit. I think I'm gonna move this one again because they say they don't like the wind, and coming off of this lake, it's getting hit really hard with the wind, so I might be moving it very soon. This is a seedling project I'm doing here. This is a Carry seedling number 3. So in a few months, I'm gonna tip it to see how it reacts to that, to see if it branches out or if it grows straight up. This is Pina Colada mango. Very small mangoes this one produces, but it'll give you a lot, so it'll make up for it. And it's at size to start producing, so hopefully we get some flowers very soon. Sweet tart mango, everyone's favorite mango online. And this one here did not produce last year for me, but it did the year before, but I didn't really have a good experience with it. I think it was my fault. I think I cracked it open too early. So we're hoping to get some fruit off of this one, and I'm gonna be patient and wait till it ripens up. So we'll come over here and look at my black gold jackfruit. I think next year it's gonna put on some size. It's starting to thick up. The trunk is getting a little thicker, so next year it'll probably get some height to it. This is my miracle breadfruit. It's not really the name, it's just a breadfruit, but I say miracle because this thing has gone through some temperatures that, if you look online, they say this tree will not survive in the 30s. Well, it's been through that. Now, it doesn't look the best, but it's alive. So if you're in an area and you want to grow breadfruit and 30s is the coldest you get, you can definitely get away with growing breadfruit. They will survive the 30s, the high 30s. I'm not sure. This one has not been to the low 30s yet, but it's been to 38, 39. We're going to take a look at some mango trees here. This is coconut cream. This one has not pushed out any flowers yet. This one's ice cream. Looks pretty rough, but it's alive. It's got some sooty mold on it. This one's not pushing out yet. Here we have Fairchild. Has not pushed out some flowers. It's also have the mold on it. Not worried about it. Doesn't hurt the tree. And this is Meanwhile Kumquat. Still holding on to some fruit. This is a Glend, and it's got flowers on it. And this is mahal, and it's not waking up yet, not yet, which I'm okay with that. It's still early. Now let's go check out an ultra tropical that's not supposed to be in this yard. These are bananas, which they do okay here, but we're gonna go to the ultra tropical stuff. Let's go back here. Covered up right here with some Spanish moss. This is a Fiji coconut, and next to Fiji coconut there's a green coconut. So got it covered up pretty good with this Spanish moss. So hopefully this protects it for the next couple months coming. And this is a dwarf coconut. So it should start producing coconuts once it gets about 7 feet. So it's got about 3 more years left. And these are not so ultra tropical. On the opposite side, they're pears. So we have a hood pear, and then a Florida home pear, and then there's another pear tree right there. I can't remember the variety for that one, but they're along this side of the property because this is where it gets the coldest. So they need chill hours. And we have some yucca here, which get hit with the cold, they lose all their leaves. But as you can see, we haven't got that cold because they still have their leaves. So once we get in the low 30s, that's it for them. They'll drop all the leaves, but they'll come back. Here's a lemon zest mango. And then the greenhouse, which I'm not going to go in here today, but it is starting to get packed in there. There's some more mangoes in there. This is a diamond mango, which is definitely ready to produce this year. We'll see if it produces some flowers. We'll go to the front of the greenhouse where there's a fruit punch mango that's been struggling. This might be its last year in this spot. We'll see what happens. And then this is a orange sherbet mango that we're hoping we get some fruit off of this one. It's the favorite around here. Here we have Kerry starfruit and Sweetheart lychee. Both look very healthy. This lychee loves this area here. Look at that. And then we got a small fig tree there. Lemon guava. And this is a red Suriname cherry. I've gotta clean this area up here. Let's go over to Shangri-La mulberry that it's not doing too good. We'll cut it back here very soon, but as you can see, they're tearing it up. Shangri-La mulberry. Then we have a Simmons loquat, and then we have a Sajo persimmon. Just stepped in a really deep ant pile. Check this out. Look at these going crazy. Jeez. All right, back to the video. So we have a Sajo persimmon, which is sleeping right now. And then this is a Bradenton mulberry. I mean, not mulberry. Bradenton loquat. That's the name of this one. So we're almost there. We're gonna take a look at this Valencia Pride. And the leaves are yellow on this one. Not sure why. I think it's got some nutrient deficiency to it. It's the only one that's this color in the yard. I'm not sure about this one here, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Let's go to the Longan. I believe this one is Kahala Longan. This is a dancing tangerine. Doing very good. Can't wait to cut it back so it can start flowering. This is a BQ Longan. We're going to take a look at my Carry seedling project. This is seedling number 1. And it has some new growth. And this one just wants to grow. Doesn't care what day it is, what month it is. It is going to grow. Unlike its sister over here. This is seedling number 2. And just wants to grow straight up, but doesn't really push out as much as the other one. Doesn't matter if I tip this one back, it's gonna grow straight up. Unlike that one, it just wants to grow all over the place. Can't wait for these to produce. It's probably gonna be another 3 years. So we'll see. This is Venus Mango. And it's got a nice size trunk on it. So next year, I think I'm gonna let it hold fruit. This is a late variety. So it should start to flower come February. So that was the last fruit tree of the tour. Happy New Year to everyone. And I can't wait to put out some more content next year. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.